Over the last 10 days, there's a lot that has been said. And I can't say that what I have to say hasn't already been said, but I do know it's something I want to share specifically to Christians. Now, that's not to say if you aren't a Christian that you should go. Please stay, you're more than welcome. But if you are, and you do claim to be a follower of Christ, it's time we pull up. Prayer won't save the world. There really isn't a nicer way to say that. And there isn't any cushion that I can provide to kind of soften that below. But it's important that we realize prayer isn't going to get us out of this situation. And Jesus isn't going to come in on some magical horse to save us. Isaiah 6:8 says, "Who shall we send for us?" Now, in that verse, us is referring to the Trinity, meaning the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And if you note, it says, "Who shall we send?" Meaning they're not coming. They are not coming. There's a reason that there are people who have been given the gift of storytelling, who have been given the gift of musical talent, who know how to write, who know how to cook. Niggas gotta eat. But I think it's important that we realize that those gifts are not meant for our own keeping. And I think it's something that we know, but we take it and we apply it to every other area other than activism. Those gifts were not given to you to live within one perfect universe meant for you to acquire wealth. They're meant for you to share. I think oftentimes we all fall victim to the lie that we're waiting on God. We're waiting on God to give us provision, waiting on God to give us a word. We get super spiritual when it comes to the word. Waiting on God to show us the way. But if we're being honest with ourselves, He's already given us all it is that we need. If anything, at this point, He's looking for those who are ready to go out on His behalf. I really do believe right now we are at a point in time in history where Christians got to pull up or shut up. You can't walk around telling people about your God and not go out on the field with those who are hurting. You can't tell people about your Jesus, this wonderful man who saved you, and not go out there and participate in saving others who either don't look like you or whose activism is different than yours. You don't have that luxury, especially if you want to actually see change in your lifetime. That doesn't mean attend every single protest, donate blindly to every link that you see shared on social media, because it is a lot. And we have to also do our due diligence to detach where we see fit and separate ourselves whenever we feel it's necessary from the noise. But it does mean focus on what it is you can do and do that. You have no place, Christians, criticizing people for looting, for protesting in what you deem too rowdy, too violently. Because one, nobody asked you. And two, it is not for you to judge how somebody shows their pain. It's not for you to decide what is appropriate for someone who has been hurting and aching for years. It's not for you to determine how this change happens. But it is up to you to determine how you play your part.